Hi Boons, it's Zacharu and welcome back to a brand new video. In this video, I'm going to be giving you a tour of my room, which I'm really excited to show you as a lot has changed in the room since the last time I did a room tour video, which was a very long time ago. And so I just thought today would be a great day to show you my room and show you all the cool things I have going on and just what my own little personal little space looks like. But before we can get to my little space, we have to figure out which way to go. And so here we have a little sign here that points us in which way to go. So we can either go to Hogwarts, which is my Harry Potter bathroom, or we can go to the Shire, which is the master bedroom, or Strawberry Fields, which is the kitchen, or the movie theater, which is the living room, or we can go to the island of Sodor, which will take us into my room. So here is my room, and there's a handful of details I'd like to show you all and just kind of go over all the cool things in my own little space. So here on this wall is where I keep all my stuffies, or some of my stuffies rather, and then in all these bins are toys that I have that I bust out every once in a while whenever I want to play with them, like Pokemon cards, lots of Pokemon cards, my Batman animated series action figures. There's a whole bunch of those in here, and then in the next couple of drawers are all my Thomas Trackmaster stuff, and more and random toys in here. Here's some of my Thomas Ertl stuff, and then some little toys, and some more Trackmaster Track. In fact, I have a whole bunch of Trackmaster Track in these drawers. And then I have just some puzzles and some Play-Doh and stuff like that. And then of course there's Sydney, and then there's Rocker, and then there's Molly. I haven't come up with a name for my Umbreon just yet, but I've had her for a couple of years. She was a gift from someone very special. And anyways, up here we have some other cool stuffies. These actually came from my bestest Boon Dots. She gave me a Winnie the Pooh. It's very similar to the one that I had mentioned in the video before. And I just have some Thomas and Friends stickers on the wall here. And then I have a little painting that I made of Leia, and then some other stuff. And then there's a picture of me and my bestest bro, Ducky. And over here we have some changing supplies for the booty. And then over here is my changing table with a plethora stockpile of diapers. Funny story, I haven't worn diapers in about a year because of just little feelings not being there, but also because I had a severe allergic reaction to a diaper that I had worn, and I had to stop wearing for about 3 or 4 months for it to go away because there was something in that diaper that caused some type of just bump that would go away. But anyways, I'm not going to bore you with the gross details, I'm so sorry. But over here I just have a ton of Poof Poofs, and there's even more over here. So this is the changing table that I built in my Babs DIY series, and it has gotten pretty good use. My brother South and brother Sean have used it multiple times, and I've gotten my good handful of use out of it. But I also have a ton of Poof Poofs in there, so there's lots of Poof Poofs in there, and a diaper genie for the used Poof Poofs to go. And after, I think I built this 2 years ago, I think, it's held up. Like it's solid as a rock. It's held up no problem. So I'm really happy with how this has turned out. If I could go back and change anything about it, I would probably make it a little shorter, maybe like 4 inches shorter, but that's just me. But other than that, it's turned out really well, and it's held up really well, and I'm happy with it. Over here is my bed, which has a bunch of toys and stuff under it rather. And I take some snurps in here every once in a while, and I'll sleep in here every once in a while. I've gotten quite used to sleeping with mommy, so it's one of those things where I don't know what more I could do in this room. I'm still in talks about with doing a crib and all that. It's just one of those things where it's kind of been delayed multiple times, and I'm kind of at the point now where I'm kind of ready to just build it myself. It's just the problem of tracking down oak lumber would be the fun thing to do, which has not been an easy thing to do. So anyways, that's my bed. It's just a little twin bed with Gerald the Jerf here. Gerald the big giant Jerf. He is there, and he likes to keep my bed nice and cozy for me. And of course, you saw Stitch over there. He likes to hang out there and keep my bed nice and warm and toot on it sometimes. That's what Stitch does. He likes to toot. And then over here, I just have some more Thomas stuff. And of course, my entire room is Thomas and Friends themed, so it's kind of going with the theme. But just a dresser with, lots of little clothes and stuff. And I try to keep it, somewhat organized. Lots of clothes from Little Kink Boutique and other things that are in here. So I try to keep it somewhat organized. And then over here, I have my closet, which I really like my closet, especially with how applying all the stickers turned out. The stickers turned out really well as far as like how much I had and where they would go, and so eventually I started running out of stickers, and the closet just seemed to be perfect with having those 4 stickers left. And there's really not a lot going on in the closet. It's where I keep my main diaper bag and all of my little clothes and a hamper and Bluey and some other toys and some stuff to color and storybooks and my storage for like my other Thomas bed set and some other things, and of course more diapering stuff. That's all my cloth diaper stuff. Lots of that's loud. Lots of good stuff in here. And we come over here. I actually have this little fluffy doggo just kind of chilling out right there. And if we come over here, we have my entire Thomas and Friends Ertl collection, which has grown quite a bit. A lot of these I've had since I was an actual little kid, and the collection's grown quite a bit over the years. I've had the opportunity to snag some really nice collections off of eBay and Mercari and Facebook Marketplace and all that. So they have grown quite a bit. In fact, all the new stuff is actually down here on these shelves, which I need to kind of dust them off a little bit. So one thing about having a fur baby is that their fur gets everywhere. But the collection has grown, and I'm very happy with adding to it, as it is a discontinued line. And then up here I have a storybook, and I have some other memorabilia. I have some more stuff that my bestest Boon Dots gave me, and stuff from my heavenly mommy, and stuff that I cherish very greatly. And there's Thomas, and this is also Thomas. My friend Mew got this for me from Build-A-Bear a couple of years ago. And then just more storybooks from old friends and other things. Mikey got this for me for Christmas, I think, last year. And so that's gone on top of my shelf. And what's cool about the shelf is that I have this little switch over here that turns off the night lights. They are connected together, so I can flip the switch and turn off the night lights. And then over here I just have this little controller here, which I can turn off the well, I have to aim this little remote back behind here, but I can turn off. Well, I say I can turn off, but they're not. Oh, there they go. I can turn off the remote, or the lights with the remote, and I can even change the colors if I want to. In fact, I can make them cycle colors, which is pretty cool. And for some reason, that lower half doesn't want to work. But you can turn those lights on and off, and it's just really neat how that works. And then up here, I have my TV with more train memorabilia and more Thomas and Friends stickers. And I really like how I have these little hankies up here, and Thomas, or James and Toby rather, and then Thomas and Percy up here, and then I have a conductor's hat, and then this is actually a light switch, so I can slide this switch down and it turns off the lights in the room, and I can slide it up and it turns the lights on. How cool is that? And the TV, I just have some stuff cable managed behind it. I know not too many people are interested in stuff behind the TV, but I do have a switch and a Blu-ray player back there if I ever wanted to play games in here. And yeah, lots of floor room to do all of the things, and all the activities, coloring, busting out toys and all that. And yeah, lots and lots of good stuff. So I'd love to know your comments of what you think of my room in the description or in the comment box below. And do you think I have enough poof poofs? I'm literally overflowing here, which I had no idea that I had that many. I actually just bought some thinking, oh, well, let me bolster my supplies. But I clearly have plenty, and I had no idea. So I've actually gone back to wearing poof poofs 24/7. So I'm hoping that if I stay away from that one brand, that won't happen again, and just stick with the brands that I know. That's good advice. Keep your booty safe and sound by sticking with what you know. So anyways, that has been my room tour. I'd love to know what you think of it in the comment section down below, and if you haven't already, be sure and comment, like, subscribe, and follow me on my social media. I have lots of social media. I have a Twitter and an Instagram and a Blue Sky, and if you want to follow me there. And yeah, but anyways, Boons, you all have a fantastic rest of your week. As always, stay true and stay you, and me and the puppy Princess Leia will see you in the next time. Until then, friends, good night, Boons.